every entrepreneur who's ever told me that they can't get help with what they do in their business. What they do is too special, too specialized, too different, too unique, too much of them, and they just can't hire it out, is leading with their ego, and that ego is getting in the way of them making their contribution. If you're an entrepreneur and you are having trouble getting help, or you believe that what you do is too specialized, too different, too unique for you to go out and get help, I have news for you. Your ego is getting in the way of you growing your business. Can you imagine what would happen if someone like Elon Musk said, no, I'm the only person in this entire business that can do sales calls or accounting or lead generation or any of the activities that right now you are holding on to too tightly? What would happen? Well, I can tell you that SpaceX and Tesla would not be around right now, and Elon Musk would not be changing our dependence on fossil fuels and attempting to colonize Mars if he had to do everything himself. So for you right now, where is it that you've convinced yourself you have to do everything and you can't get help? That is one of the biggest myths in entrepreneurship. It's one of the biggest challenges that entrepreneurs have that hold us back, and the numbers prove it out. In fact, when you look at the United States, there are 29 million entrepreneurial businesses in the United States. 29 million. Now here's a statistic that'll shock you. Over 22 million of them are under $100,000 in revenue. 22 million of the 29 million businesses in the United States are sole proprietorships, where entrepreneurs are struggling to grow. They're doing everything. They're trying to make it all happen on themselves, by themselves. And why? Well, it's pretty easy to understand. I want you to take a minute right now and think back to when you started your business. How hard was it? I know the answer. See, I've spoken to tens of thousands of entrepreneurs in person, and when I ask this question, I get some of the most crazy answers you've ever heard. In fact, the most dramatic one was just a few years ago. I said, how hard was it for all of you to start your business? And a hand went up. And I called on the person, and he actually stood up and he said, I had stage 4 testicular cancer. I beat it, but starting my business was more difficult. I remember thinking that was one of the most dramatic statements I've ever heard about starting a business. It's one of the hardest things you will ever do in your life. Well, here's what happens. When we start our business, what do we have to do in order to be successful? It's simple. Everything. You literally have to do everything in order to succeed in business. You open the business, you work with every client, you sell every client, you deliver everything, you do everything. Well, here's what happens. As we start to become successful, we have this Pavlovian conditioning to doing everything creates success. And that is one of the deepest patterns that gets programmed into our mentality, that we have to keep doing everything in order to succeed, in order to win, in order to grow our business. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, we have to flip that on its head. The reality is that when you stop doing everything, your business will actually grow. When you commit that you will not do everything, you will actually start to make the impact that you want to make. And when you stop trying to do everything, you will be freed up to actually grow the business you've always known you should have. And let's get real about that for just a second. I know that in the deepest recesses of your mind, you're not thinking about running a small business that makes a little impact. I know that you don't want to just earn a living. I know that there's a voice deep inside of you, one that maybe you've never shared with anybody, maybe even one that you've had trouble acknowledging until right now. It's the voice that's always said, you're meant for more. You're meant to do more, to be more, to leave more behind, to make a bigger contribution, and to make a massive impact. And I believe in that voice for you. And so the sooner you make the admission that you shouldn't be doing it all, and the sooner you stop convincing yourself that that is the only way you will be successful, that is how you will truly grow. And when you start asking for help, you will conquer the entrepreneur's dilemma. The dilemma is that entrepreneurs, people like you and I, need far more help than the average person to reach our final destination, because we want to do so much more. But any request for help, for support of any kind, leaves us feeling vulnerable and exposed, where there's only one way past that. You have to stop, realize you're not going to do it all yourself, and start asking for help in the most transparent way possible. When you're transparent with the people around you, when you let them know the help that you really need, when you're clear about what you need in your life in order to be successful, your entire business will grow, your numbers will go up, you'll start making the impact you want to make, and things will shift in the direction you've always known they should go. Stop trying to do it all yourself. None of us has to. If you want to start getting help right now, follow the link in the comments, fill out the application, and jump on a call with a member of my team. Let us show you how you can build a world-changing team faster than you ever thought possible. I appreciate you being here. Before you leave, like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Help us out, and I look forward to seeing you here again.